Growing up in Florida, I never experienced a true winter. This is actually my first year ever experiencing all of the seasons. I always dreamed of waking up and looking outside my window to see the yard covered in fluffy white powder. And finally, 28 years into living, that dream came true. So in today's video, I will be sharing with you my perfect winter day, full of different ways to feel cozy, activities, and DIYs. But before we get started with the video, I wanted to share with you some winter quotes to get you excited for the chilly season. Everyone begins as a child by liking weather. You learn the art of disliking as you grow up. Notice it on a snow day. The grown-ups are all about with long faces, but look at the children and the dogs. They know what the snow is made for. I wonder if the snow loves the trees and the fields, that it kisses them so gently, and then it covers them up snug, with a white quilt. And perhaps it says, "Go to sleep, darlings, till summer comes again." Surely everyone is aware of the divine pleasures which attend a wintry fireside. Candles at 4 o'clock, warm hearth rugs, tea, a fair tea maker, shutters closed, curtains flowing in ample draperies to the floor, whilst the wind and the rain are raging audibly without. Winter then, in its early and clear stages, was a purifying engine that ran unhindered over city and country, alerting the stars to sparkle violently and shower their silver light into the arms of bare upreaching trees. And what it did to the northern forest can hardly be described, considering that it iced the branches of the sycamores of Christie Street and swept them back and forth until they rang like ranks of bells. Winter is the time for comfort, for good food and warmth, for the touch of a friendly hand, and for the talk beside the fire. It is time for home. I went out and got a bunch of different festive goodies, like a hot chocolate bomb. I have never seen this before, but I've always wanted to make hot chocolate with actual chocolate, and that's exactly what it is. And it has little marshmallows inside of it. I also got some candy cane spoons to add to the hot chocolate, and maybe some eggnog too. And last but not least, I got some sugar cookie mix, and I suppose I could have made this homemade, but I'll be the first to admit I'm pretty bad at baking, even though I do try, but somehow the recipes just never turn out. So I didn't want to screw this up, so I just bought a sugar cookie mix. Now it's time to make a nice warm beverage. These are so great to have on chilly days, and even if you live in a hot climate, having something warm and just turning on the AC in your house makes it feel as if it's winter. So this is something that you can do if you live in a tropical climate, even if it's not actually cold outside. But for me, it is snowing. Lots of snow has been falling from the sky here in Utah, and I am enjoying it more than probably anyone that lives here, because growing up in Florida, I've always been obsessed with snow because I didn't have it. So I come and sit in front of the bay window, enjoy a warm beverage while my house is chilly and it's also chilly outside, and I just enjoy the amazing views of the mountains covered in snow and the snow in my front yard. I feel so blessed to be in a place that has all seasons and an actual winter. I always do this around the festive seasons because I feel that having something handmade is so much more special than going out and purchasing it, and normally it's a lot cheaper. So using acrylic paint and glitter and some pine cones that I collected around the fall season, I'm just going to be painting these pine cones with some white acrylic paint to make fake snow, essentially. I felt like this was such a great way to transform my autumn decorations into winter, and these are things that I can keep around the house even after Christmas has passed. I really like sticking to a winter theme in my house, so that way my decorations don't have to come down immediately. And because I plan on moving every single year, if I needed to throw these away to have more space, I wouldn't feel bad about doing it because it just cost me some paint, which was 99 cents, and I will be keeping the paint, of course, and the glitter, which was under $3. Once you let them dry, you are free to display them anywhere in your house. This is such a cute DIY. I really hope you give this one a try if you haven't done it before. To me, there is nothing more nostalgic than baking cookies for Santa. So baking close to Christmas Eve and creating the most perfect cookies to leave out on a plate with a glass of milk for Santa to enjoy. Oh my gosh, I just remember the feeling of doing this as a kid, and doing it as an adult just brings back so many amazing memories and the feeling of magic that I used to feel then. And even as an adult, I still leave cookies out. And I'll go and eat one and just kind of imagine that he came by because, I mean, why not? You know, I still like to act like I believe and he came because the story of Santa is so cool, and I don't know, I just love it. So baking in the winter months, the best time in my opinion to bake out of the entire year. Now, you know I'm making sugar cookies, but the great thing about sugar cookies is you can spice them up in so many different ways and they still taste amazing. So using my candy cane spoons, I crushed up the candy cane and I'm going to sprinkle it on top. I've never done this before, but I think it'll give it a good mix between a little bit of savory and sweet, and it's going to look super festive. The first batch that I made, I decided to sprinkle the peppermint on top. Is it peppermint? It's peppermint, right? Candy cane? It's the same thing, I think. I'm not sure. I decided to sprinkle it on top and then smash it into the cookie. That way it would melt in a little bit, but I wasn't entirely sure if this would work. And like I said, I'm not the best at baking. After I put them in the oven for, I think it was 12 minutes, I pulled them out and they were totally burnt to a crisp. I mean, not really burnt. They were more just like a cracker, and honestly, they tasted delicious. They tasted not even like a cookie, not very sweet, just like a peppermint cracker. But of course, I had to try again. So after I tried again, the second round, they turned out beautifully. I ended up sprinkling the peppermint on as soon as they came out of the oven, so it just sunk into the dough a little bit, and wow, they turned out wonderful. Now it's time to read a festive book. I've already read quite a few, so I actually went to Barnes & Noble and I picked up an early Christmas present for myself, and I started to read that. Oh, I can see the moon from right here. That's pretty. So the specific book that I'm reading right now actually was not festive. It was a murder mystery, but I wanted to read it because I just bought it and I was so excited. But I was reading another book at night, and it was Always in December, and this book is so good. It's a 2021 release, and it's a romance fiction novel, and out of all the holiday books that I've read so far this month, which is quite a bit, I'd say that this is my favorite because it's not corny. It's just really good, and it gives you all of the festive, happy vibes that you'll be wanting this season. But there's definitely some twists and turns in it, and it just makes the book very intriguing and nice to read. Back in the fall time, I bought this little metal wreath design. I don't know what you call this. I'm sorry. I got it from Walmart for I think $2.50. They also have them at the Dollar General or 99-cent store as well for $1, but I just got mine from Walmart. So if you're looking, you can find it at a lot of different places. But this thing is so cool because you can DIY wreaths all year round for all different holidays. So what I did was I went to a Christmas tree lot, and you can get clippings from trees for free. I got a bunch of them, and all you do is you just weave them in and out of this, and I'll show you a little bit closer up how to do this. You literally just pull the branch under and over and under. It's very simple once you get the hang of it, and it holds so well, but it's a great way to make your own wreath because it'll smell really good in your house. It's way cheaper to do it this way, and it's so pretty. So all I'm doing is just weaving the branch in and out through the metal. Hopefully you guys can tell what it looks like, but it's very easy, I promise. So once it's done, you can trim it a little, you can move it around to make sure that it's the proper size you're wanting, and there's clear spaces to add decorations. And I just got some of my red bulbs that I wasn't using and snowflakes, and I added it to the wreath. Now it's time for the hot chocolate bomb. I'm so excited for this. Although this is for me, this would be the cutest little stocking stuffer ever. And when you shake it, you can hear the marshmallows inside. Gosh, it's so cute. They're just popping up. Oh my gosh. I've always wanted to make hot chocolate with actual chocolate. This is my first time, and this is such a great alternative. If you're like me and maybe you don't know how to do it, you could just get this little hot chocolate bomb and voila, hot chocolate made easy. But now that my hot chocolate is ready, it's time to watch a holiday movie. I'm going to be watching The Santa Claus with Tim Allen, and I absolutely love this one because it's so nostalgic to me.
Read the card.
Yeah, I read the
Then
card.
you're the new Santa.
In putting on the hat and jacket, you accepted the contract.
And Santa Claus, the Claus.
What?
You're a businessman, right?
Yeah. Okay. Put on the suit, you're the big guy. It's ridiculous. I never put on suits as a kid.
Try to understand this.
I'm the type of person that will watch any Christmas movie. The good, the corny, the Hallmark, the Lifetime. I don't care. I just love the ambiance, the bright colors, the guaranteed happy ending, and I don't know, these films always get me in the most festive, happy spirits, and I just love them. If we had no winter, the spring would not be so pleasant. If we did not sometimes taste of adversity, prosperity would not be so welcome. Well, I know now. I know a little more how much a simple thing like snowfall can mean to a person. I hope this video leaves you in the happiest of spirits, ready for the winter season and the festivities to come. Thanks so much for being here, and I hope you have a happy holiday.